Happy Wednesday. Welcome to Science Online. My name is Chris, and as always, like I stated before, this month, due to summer reading and me being a librarian and getting ready for our Oceans of Possibility, it's just going to kind of be a grab bag. And since last week I enjoyed playing with elastics and kinetic and potential energy so much, I figured, you know what? It's a gorgeous day outside. And you're probably thinking, Chris, but you're inside. Yeah, actually, I'm upstairs. And while I'm inside, because the one day I wanted to go outside and launch things into the sky, it decided to rain. So I had to set up here. But what we're going to do today is we're going to use rubber bands again, and we're even going to do a little bit of Newton's Law that we learned last week, or last month rather. And we're going to make paper airplane launchers. So what you're going to need is at least two pieces of paper. So you're going to need one for our plane and one for the launcher. So if you have siblings or other people and they want their own launcher and their own paper airplane, they're also going to need two pieces of paper. Second thing, you're going to need rubber bands. Now you only need one per launcher. Just haven't decided which one I want to do. Now I have a little binder clip because believe it or not, after searching my entire house, I have discovered that the only type of staples I have are the really chicken wire up with, and they don't really work on paper. So I'm going to use a binder clip. You can use staples, you can use hot glue, basically anything that will hold your elastic in place so that we can build up that potential energy and release it to create kinetic. Because if not, as we know from Newton's, if an object is in motion, bloop, it's going to stay in motion. So that means when we launch our paper airplane with this elastic, the elastic, if it is not attached to something, is going to continue to fly with our airplane, and we don't want that. So first things first, let's make our paper airplane. Now, because we are using a paper launcher, I am going to carefully, now this is the way I make paper airplanes. Everybody is different. I like mine to be square. So if you ever need a square piece of paper, this is just a normal letter size piece of paper, so 8.5 by 11. You're gonna square it off so you have even stuff. Here, I'll move this paper so you can see on the orange. Okay, you're gonna square it off so it's even. Carefully take your scissors, and now you have one square piece of paper and one brand new to you free length of paper to do with as you see fit. Now I usually use them for bookmarks because they're like the perfect length, but I also use whatever I have in arm's reach for bookmarks. All right, so you're gonna go the other way now. So see how we have the line here. We're gonna take this line, sorry I hit my camera, and you're gonna go up the same way, line up those two top squares. Sorry, I just screamed into the mic, guys. And you have that much. Now you should have something like this. Yes? Now, fold it in half. Now, do these have to be perfect? Does anything that I've ever showed any of you had to have been perfect? Of course not. Gonna open it up. Now this is going to be our fold line, okay? So you're gonna take one corner and you're gonna make sure that this end is even with that line and this end is even with that line, and then you're gonna squish it down. Gonna do the same thing with the top. You might have to swoosh and smoosh the tip down. Okay, smoosh it so we have nice clean folds. Now, this is the secret in my opinion, and again, this is my opinion. This is how I've always made paper airplanes. This is the secret. You want that double wing action. I feel like it gives a little structural integrity to your airplane, as well as it just looks cool. And again, all I did was I took this and I just folded it down again. You want to make sure you get a nice pointy end so it goes really fast, right? So this is what you should have. Kind of looks like a little dart. You're like, but Chris, that doesn't look like a paper airplane. Well, this is where I'm really gonna blow your mind, because I don't want anybody to lose an eye, and because they actually fly a little better. You're gonna take that tip, fold it back and squish it. Take the whole airplane, squish it up on that line. Okay. Now we're going to make the wings, or more of a wing. So we're going to take it down. Now this is going to get tight because you have several pieces of paper. So it's going to be harder to fold. So just take your time. You can pause this, or if you're watching it live, you can just go back in a few minutes. Do the same thing. Bloop. And now we have paper airplane. Okay, so take your paper airplane, admire it. If you want, you can color it and decorate it. I'm not going to do that because we only have so much time. Now we're going to take our second piece of paper. We're going to fold it like a hot dog. See how it's nice and long like a hot dog? Not like a hamburger. Hamburgers are tall and kind of thick. Or a good hamburger should be. Or a veggie burger, your choice. We're going to do it hot dog style. Line up my corners. Smoosh it down really good. We're going to take the tops. So see how I'm just folding it back? And we're going to fold it back once. And then we're going to fold it back a second time. Okay. And I know that looks weird, but trust me. Just trust me. So again, fold over. And then fold up. So when you're done, it should look, I don't have enough space, kind of like a W. Whoop. Hold on. The other thing is you only want this to be about 8 inches. So I'm going to ballpark it. Doesn't have to be perfect, like most of the things we do. I'm going to take my scissors and just bloop. All right, this is my launcher. And it should look like kind of a weird W, okay? Kind of like that. Let me hold it up. Now, this is where if you have a stapler or if you have hot glue or anything like that, this is where you are going to want to get it. Now, if I had a stapler, I would take my elastic band. I would staple it. I realized that nowhere in my house do I have a stapler. So I'm going to take my binder clip. And you can do all kinds of fancy stuff. If you squeeze these together, you can like hang it out here. Here, I'll show you. So these come right off. I'm going to take it, put it on, and then just squeeze the top. Oops. Try not to have it fly across the room. Squeeze it back. So now it's there. Okay. So this is going to be our, right now, launcher. Okay. So this is our launcher. And now we're going to take our launcher, okay, hold it, right? We're going to take our elastics. Now remember how we got these weird folds? And you're probably thinking, Chris, what are those folds for? Those hold our elastic. Now you might get some paper that's like folded up and crinkly. That's okay, it's just an elastic, okay? So now, because our elastic, again, it's inside the little folds. Okay, because our elastic is stretched tight, that has potential energy, all right? It's ready to go. We're going to take our airplane and then that middle slit. So again, elastic, paper airplane, elastic. And we're going to take it, we're going to slide it right in. Now, if you look up at the little camera, you'll notice that when you hold it like this, come on camera, focus. Oh, it's not going to focus. New camera, who dis? There we go. So I have 2 sides. All you have to do, take those little flaps, take the flaps and this potential